People, and welcome to a new video. We'll be going through the updates in the game, explaining the Reincarnation Treasure, also explaining the Void Championship, the Reincarnation Space. Also we'll go at explaining the new deconstruction option of A heroes. How will it benefit you in the first place? Right, so let's get started. So part of the updates is more pretty much one stage in space discovery. Video currently on the channel, it has been done, completed. At the same time, part of the updates, what else got updated? Yeah, Save the Dog. They added until 150. Yeah, I had a go at it and completed it all. Right? Cursed Valley. Right? For now, you can just go up to 150. They did advance a little bit in the difficulty, but still doable. Right, so let's start with the updates that you care about the most. Now, the Reincarnation Treasure, let's consider it a sort of artifacts that you do not equip to your hero directly. This treasure, the different types of it adds attributes of attack, attributes of decreasing damage, pretty much what you're aware of, effective resistance, damage resistance, increase in attack, increase in HP, all of that good stuff. So there is different categories. There's the creation category, sanctuary, and it does give you different options that you're not gonna find usually in an artifact that you can equip to your hero. Let's read the description. Aside from that should be the description, just the bonus overview. HP, force, resistance, additional fixed attack, and force 1%. So this is attributes that will add overall power, I'm guessing, to all your heroes. Galaxy related treasure. Every day you earn plus 50k gold. Yes, it's not only for your heroes and adding power to them. Time crystal in homeland plus 3%. So technically the accumulated amounts that you can get from the time crystal, which you use to upgrade your spaceships, is going to be plus 3%. Gold plus 3%. Gold plus 50k hero experience every single day, and an additional HP. This one being turned into stone, it will just add a 5% additional gold you will collect daily. This one is the energy cores, also homeland plus 3%. So technically the galaxy will just add different attributes of HP, and pretty much the main stuff you have, the V gold, the core energy core, and the crystal of time. So it will add more that you can collect by percentage. That's the galaxy. Now let's go to the Chronos. For every 10 forged space-time silver, additionally increase attack, blah 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 blah. Too complex. Let's break it down. There is something called the treasure forge, right? You will have now 3 forges. Think of this forge as you're creating material or creating treasure, like a blacksmith, like weapons, right? But in this case, artifacts. So you have 3 forges to use. Each time you add one, it will take 6 hours or more to forge, right? So the first one is the galaxy treasure, which is the first one that gives the gold, the energy core, and the additional HP and attack depending on the item. 6 hours. Next one, the Chronos, the one we were looking at, 8 hours. The next one, sanctuary treasure, 10, 10, and 10. Now you might notice that there's a percentage. The forge will give you an item, right? And you need the material to do it. This is the material, as you can see. Forging with the material takes time, and you receive pretty much, I assume, artifacts related to the reincarnation treasure, with a percentage of creation treasure 50% and sanctuary treasure 50. So that's 2 you're gonna receive. This one is a percentage of what you might receive, 75% of this and 75% of others. 25, sorry. So galaxy treasure, 25% of what you will get as a reward after you finish. The entire forge time will be from the galaxy treasure. The other 75 is random. Right? So it's a material you put in the forge. After it finishes, you get the outcome of treasure. Very simple, very straightforward. I've already added one special forging currently. 6% chance to grant galaxy treasure, 56 to grant galaxy treasure pieces. So there are pieces for galaxy treasure to be collected. 38% chance to grant other rare items. Special forge, 100% chance to grant galaxy treasure. Right? So depending on the item, the main item here that you're going to use for the forge, it will determine the chances of what you will get exactly. Right? This will give 100% chance after it finishes to get the galaxy treasure. When obtained, it will just be added to the galaxy. So it's not gonna be grayed out. Currently, if you go to obtained, I have only one item obtained, the ice crystal crown. Right? Let's carry on with the Chronos. Pretty much you get the point at this stage. For every 5 challenges, victory and legend championship, additional increase attack plus 56, upper limit 560. So certain items or artifacts here to be upgraded, let's call it a condition. Right? If you meet the condition, more percentage or points will be added to it. That's why it says attack plus 56. Every 10 you will add to it plus 56 until it reaches the maximum of 560. Every 10 forged plus 1200, maximum 12,000, current 0. So it depends on the item, it depends on what is needed. For every 2 clear chapters of Dimensional War, additional increase attack plus 56. So first you need to collect the item, see its passive attribute, condition to increase it, consider it an upgrade or an enhance. Let's go to the Sanctuary. The Sanctuary adds force and force resistance. I'm guessing that that's attributes to your heroes, all of them. HP and HP percentage at the same time. Every time you clear 10 challenge victory, that means you win 10 battles in Legend Championship. Additionally, increase attack plus 140 until you reach the maximum limit of 1400. Right? Legend Championship is, if you remember the arena, this one. So if you win 10 battles, you pretty much will enhance it. You will increase its number. And like that, every one of them has its own condition and attributes and different things you need to fulfill. Some have, others don't. Others will just be equipped and give you gold or coins or core energy, depending on it. Now finally, the creation, right? I already have this for every awakened S plus eternal hero. That means the hero must be ranked S plus, not S and not A heroes, and they are awakened up to immortal, I guess. It's not supposed to be eternal, it's immortal. Additionally, increase attack plus 302. Limit 3020. Current plus 604. Right? I think you get the point that you need S heroes, you need them to be awakened to the maximum, and the more you have, the more it will have more attributes. Now, we're gonna go through another 2. Damage against nature hero decreases 1.8%. So your heroes of nature faction in battle, they will have a damage reduction. Right? It's a lot of cool things to collect and add to your heroes' overall power. So, you already have collected one of them, one of the treasures. There is enhance and there is advance. There is enhance and there is advance. You pretty much are aware of this. It looks like the usual equipment enhancing that you can see for your heroes' armor. Very similar. Then you'll see there is the material of mystic treasure. That's the material required for treasure enhancement, right? The more you enhance it, the more the basic attributes and passive attributes will change. The passive attributes rely on the condition, and the basic attributes can be increased, right? And then there is the treasure the treasure advancement. So there's a treasure enhancement. Think of it like recast and advanced recast. If you know that, you'll understand it. Now, this pretty much will upgrade the entire treasure. Consider it like T1 and T2 direction for the armor, just to make it more easier to understand. The usual currency gold will be needed. The mystic treasure, and I will show you where you can actually get the mystic treasure. It's related to the Deconstruction Store of heroes. That's the only way to actually get it now. And then finally there is the pieces of the mystic treasure itself, which will be needed to advance the ice crystal crown, or regarding the treasure you're looking at. So instead of it, it's supposed to be, I guess, at epic, at excellent currently. Excellent +1 based on the color and how we know the game. So you have to enhance and advance, right? And the treasure forge, you'll need the material, you'll add it, click on forge, and it will take time, as you can see, to finish up doing that. Now for more information, you can click here. It consumes special items to start forging. The forging process takes a certain amount of time, and you will be granted rewards when completed. Different grades take different time. There are two types of forging: normal forge and special forge. You can obtain the reincarnation mithril by forging, or by purchasing recommended gifts. You can get more forge slots by clearing main story levels and purchasing privilege cards. When forging, there is a chance to trigger a special forge, and it shows you the time. I'm not gonna read all of it, it's very long, right? It shows you the time it takes to finish up the forging. Related to the gifts that they're talking about, the items that you will use for forging, pretty much suicidal to purchase. 98 is the this is the cheapest, right? 30 US dollars. So these are the items that you actually use for forging. These ones, as they said, as the game said, you can buy them from the gift, which I recommend not. Then you can unlock the remaining slots for forging. You have 3. I have 3. You probably will have 1 or 2 or 3 depending on the condition to unlock them by story, advancing in xwar, etc, etc. So pay the $30, unlock the remaining 3. You obtain the sanctuary mithril and obtain 1 random mithril every day for 7 days. So pay to get it, right? Now, let's look at the Deconstruction Store in the current change. Before, it only had 2 areas: the Colorful Essence Store and the Essence Store, right? Now, it has the Spirit Essence Store. This is the material, the mythic, whatever ore that we're looking at. Let's call it ore, right? If you go to enhance, advanced enhance, this is the mystic treasure that we're talking about. To get it, you pretty much need to deconstruct heroes, and then you're gonna purchase it normally. I already purchased a large number of it. So The spirit essence that you're gonna be using is A heroes. This is gonna be S heroes. This is gonna be S plus heroes. To deconstruct your heroes, you would simply go to the Hero Deconstruction Store. All your heroes now will show here, except B class heroes. So this is of course an A hero. If you deconstruct, you will get the spirit essence, right? S heroes also will show here an S plus. Depending on who you deconstruct, you'll either get the essence or the colorful essence or the spirit essence, and you'll use it in the deconstruction store. The 3, right? Now, there is something you might have noticed in the monthly quest, which is the option to obtain one artifact related to the reincarnation treasure. Every month you'll have the option to select one treasure, and once you complete the monthly quest, you'll be given the treasure. This is how I actually obtained the ice crystal crown, by completing the monthly quest, selecting the treasure and collecting it, the reward. So you're gonna collect the hero, and at the same time you're gonna collect the treasure. So if you're wondering how do I get the treasure related to the reincarnation new store, monthly quest, or you can pay, either be a pay to win player, just buy it, forge it in the forgery. Let's call this the forgery. You forge it, you collect it, it will show here automatically. You can advance it, enhance it, live your life, right? Pay to win. Or you're gonna have to go through the monthly quest, and every month you'll only get one. That's pretty much everything related to the reincarnation treasure direction. Now you will ask, where do I get material, that material needed for the store? There's a new addition that has been added to the Space Dominator or the Void Championship, the Reincarnation Space, which is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Extremely difficult. So the Reincarnation Space is open, let's take it step by step, is open every 7 days. It's open every 7 days. So it opens every 7 days, almost for 5 days. Don't ask me the logic. All the heroes have the same level, right? Only S and S heroes can participate in this, let's call it tournament or challenging. You can challenge 10 times for free. Then you need to spend diamonds to refresh. When you have consumed the 20 challenges, you can purchase 3 challenges per day, right? The final damage of each challenge is the sum of the damage to the boss and the damage of the 5 teams. So it is 5 battles, actually 6 battles. The total sum is going to be your highest damage you've done. Alright, we have the leaderboard, and it shows pretty much the top damage performers. As you can see, I'm ranked 891 at gold 2. In the arena, you have in the legend, championship and daily tournament the same ranking, right? Gold 1, gold 2, legend, legend 1, etc, etc. So the top performer, let's go to him or her. MIB from the Men in Black Union. You also notice that the treasure is showing under the player's name and icons. These icons: the galaxy icon, the Chronos icon, the sanctuary icon, the creation icon. He has the blood moon dagger from the creation icon. For every awakened S hero immortal, additionally increased life, which is pretty much HP, 6,300, and he has obtained the galaxy where his homeland will produce an extra gold coins plus 3%. Okay, Fantastic. So, in battling and ranking up, you can see the rewards based on pretty much your position in ranking. Right? I'm at gold 2, which gives 3 free sanctuary mithril. This is actually what we'll use also for the forging. But of course, pay to win will give you more, better, and faster. The Chronos mithril and the Galaxy mithril. Of course, these probably are pieces. Probably, and you're gonna need to collect a specific amount to do it. And the forgery. And then this is the reincarnation meter iron. This is pretty much what this is the items you're going to need for enhancing and advancing. One is related to the Deconstruction Store A heroes, and the second one is related to these rewards by ranking. The higher you rank, the better the rewards. As you can see, they keep advancing until you reach the maximum highest of the top 4 of legend ranking. You get the advanced recast and all these good stuff. Oh, by the way, you can actually look at the regions, and you can look at the boss enemy that's going to come next, which is God of Egypt. The Reincarnation Palace still hasn't been populated by players and their names, unfortunately, because this is the first tournament. Right? It's still being ranked. Everyone is still being ranked. Now, you can view your combat ranking directly and see how and what damage you've created and have done. Let's see what else remains. By the way, this is going to be a frame, and who gets that frame will take HP plus 8%, attack plus 8%. Reach the top 200 in the Reincarnation Space leaderboard once. So, if you reach the top 200, every player should get the same frame. Now, we've talked a little bit or a lot about it. Let's look at the 6, pretty much the 6 battles you'll have to do. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's remove all the heroes and look at it and think. Now, you need to put at least one hero in each round. You cannot leave one without a hero. You can go with the quick setup. It will show the top 10 players damage-wise, ranking-wise. If you click on quick setup, it will add the heroes automatically based on the heroes he used. It will also change your artifacts, replace them from one hero to the other. Yes, it will automatically change them and position them based on how he positioned them. For instance, Fatal Judgment, you might find it equipped to another hero. Right? So it's gonna change the position of which hero has what artifact. Primal Power, I didn't equip it to Fury Wave. It was added automatically and changed. Blessings of Prophet was equipped to Rockefeller. It got equipped to General of Rescue. This is a fast way of equipping the heroes and going into battle. Is it recommended? Pretty much I wouldn't say so, because the difference in overall power will not give you the same result. Now, you can remove the entire heroes by clicking on the reverse icon, which really helps instead of doing it one by one. Right? Second, you can deck to organize your team, which also helps if you're analytical and like to do things in a specific way. Right? This is the enemies, and this is your team. Now, after you've added all your team members, you can position them. This is going to be round 1, this is going to be round 2, round 3, and so on. We will show it currently. We'll show it now. So first, let's select the spaceship. Let's first equip the heroes. Right. Let's see. Only S and S plus heroes will show. That's why it's very limited. And this is our first team. That's unequipped. The issue currently happening is because you followed what another player has positioned. So you don't really have the option to change the spaceships, which is unfortunate. Anyway, let's carry on building the second team. This is pretty much up to you who you want to position in what round. That's team number 1, team number 2, team number 3, going on team number 4, and now we're running out of heroes availability. If you don't have enough heroes, like in my case, you're gonna have to do something similar where the last 3 will have less heroes, right? And then you will click on challenge. You'll see the blue text saying wall of sights. Now for starters, they are not going to be defeated. You're not going to be able to eliminate any of the enemy heroes. This is a battle that will go on until you either are eliminated all your heroes or you've reached round 15. So it will carry on. It will keep carrying on. The more damage you can make, the higher you will rank. And yes, the text is blue, unlike any other place of fighting in the game. So moving on, right? You'll see that it went through different rounds. Round number 1, round number 2, 3, and it shows you the damage output that you were able to do in each round. Of course, you can play the battle video, right? So this first team will be taken out, or you reach round 15, and then the second battle will start, and so on until it has finished. You can click and see the total damage output for each battle, which hero did what, how much HP recovery, armor, the total damage, the spaceship damage itself, 11 million. You gotta love that. 1 million. And if we look at Toku, 80 million alone. That's nice. Again, you can see that by clicking on this icon. Now, you're just gonna have to be patient. Work on getting your heroes stronger so you can do more damage. And as I said, it's not really advisable that you try to follow the same lineup that the leaderboard top ranking is using. They have different teams, stronger, and they can do more. For instance, let's have a look here. 53 million, 19 million. Right? Wall of sight. That's the blue text you see when it starts. Reduces all damage by 90%, but damage from the same source will continue to stack for 2 rounds. The more damage a monster takes, the higher its status resistance become. They have 40% force block at base. I'm thinking that the artifacts, actually the ones that say force and increase force, are related to the Reincarnation Space to give you an additional, let's call it help or bonus. So they have damage reduction basically, right? So you're gonna battle after 5 days, you're gonna be ranked. You can see that icon flying in the sky, gold 2, nothing new about that. Is there anything else? There was an announcement also in the game. Let's find that. Yeah. We actually have plain badge coming up, super gift, hero reborn, and badge store. That's all coming up this week, which is going to be interesting and exciting. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. If you have any questions about the current updates, please do leave it in the comment. Leave a like and a comment and a subscribe. And we're gonna end the video with collecting the special forge. This took above 12 hours. Seriously. Dunmore Talisman. It kinda increased the overall power, as you can see.